Once upon a time, in a faraway land surrounded by mountains, rivers, and wide green fields, there lived a wise and kind king. He was loved by all his people because he was fair and just. Every morning, he sat in his great hall to listen to anyone who needed help. The king would always say, "No one should be punished without being heard. Justice must be based on truth, not on guesses." One day, as the sun rose over the palace towers, a soldier came rushing into the hall and shouted, "Your Majesty, we have caught a man in the market. A merchant says he stole a bag of gold." The king stayed calm and asked, "Did anyone see him take the gold?" The soldier replied, "No, Your Majesty, but the merchant saw him walking near the shop, and then the gold was gone." The king thought for a moment and said, "Bring the man here. I will not judge until I hear both sides of the story." Soon the man was brought in. His hands were tied, and his face looked very sad. He wore simple clothes, and his eyes were full of fear. The king spoke kindly. "Tell me, did you steal the merchant's gold?" The man looked up and said softly, "No, Your Majesty, I swear I didn't take anything. I was only buying some bread. Suddenly, people were shouting, and the guards took me without asking what happened." The king looked at him carefully. There was honesty in his eyes. He said, "Bring the merchant. Let me hear what he has to say." The merchant came in and pointed at the man. "That's him. I saw him walking near my stall. Then my gold was gone." Just then, a small voice came from the back of the hall. "Excuse me, Your Majesty. May I speak?" It was a young boy. The king smiled gently and nodded. "Yes, little one. What would you like to say?" The boy stepped forward and said, "I was playing near the shop. I saw a man wearing a red hat. He took something from the merchant's stall and ran away. It wasn't this man." Everyone in the hall was surprised. The king turned to the guards. "Did any of you search the market? Did anyone look for a man in a red hat?" The guards looked down in shame. "No, Your Majesty. We thought this was the thief, so we caught him right away." The king stood up and said with a firm voice, "Justice must never be rushed. Go now and search the whole market. Look for the man in the red hat." The guards ran out of the palace. Hours passed. Then they returned with the man wearing a red hat. He had been hiding behind an old building, and in his hands was the missing bag of gold. A guard said, "We found the real thief, and here is the gold." The hall grew quiet. Then the king looked at the innocent man and said warmly, "You have been wronged, but the truth has come to light. I am sorry for what you have suffered." He ordered the ropes to be removed and gave the man a small bag of gold. "This is a gift to make up for your pain. If you wish, you may stay in the palace and help us bring justice to others." The man smiled for the first time, tears of relief in his eyes. From that day on, people told the tale far and wide. It is said that a just king once saved an innocent man because he listened with both his ears and his heart. And the man? He stayed by the king's side, helping the poor, protecting the weak, and reminding everyone he met. Never be afraid of injustice. The truth will always shine
where there is justice and kindness.